Welcome to the fourth and final quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. We will not be doing all of it today. I'll do only the first game for the day, but know that there is still two more after that. But anyway, welcome to Najin White Shield against OMG, quarterfinals of Worlds 2014, day 4, game number 1. That's right. So, we will jump right into it, if I can, which is about 20 minutes in. And let's get into it. So, what are we expecting from these two teams before I actually jump in? Najin White Shield is a pretty bad team that has been bailed out by just someone named Gorilla with a capital A at the end of it. Seriously though, Gorilla has played out of his mind in this tournament, and it has been very nice to see, actually, because if you remember Gorilla from Misfits, it's the same thing here. It's the same thing. Was the playstyle as aggressive? No, because it didn't actually back then, it didn't. The game wasn't as aggro in the first few levels, because you can just lane swap if you wanna avoid a bad lane. But back in 2017, you could not do that anymore. But yeah. So Najin, they're still a good team. Okay, I did say they're pretty bad, but it's false. They're still a good team. They have that damn bot lane, and just that in itself is already way better than any other bot lane, almost in the world, just because of Gorilla. Zephyr is not, let's say, a prey from last season, but still. Goong has had a fine tournament. He has had a few weird plays, especially in that C9 game in group stage. The C9 game was weird. Watch, definitely best jungler in the group D, which isn't that hard, Group D was a bit weird. I mean, come on. Seriously. It wasn't that hard. You had Alliance with Shook, who I've never really liked as a jungler. You had the Kaboom one, that I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. And then you had Meteos, so it wasn't that hard to actually stand out. And now let's get into the game. We've got Maokai and Jace banned for blue side. And Rise now. On the other side, Zillion Thresh. Okay. No, it's interesting because the Jace... I know it's a cool pick. Cool, actually really likes that champion, and that is the first pick Zed that we have seen getting punished by C9. C9 got punished really hard for that pick in game 2 of their quarterfinals. With a 1-10-1 performance from High. That I said was a bit troll, but at the same time, you can understand what he was going for. On the other side, Janna and Lee Sin. So Janna is an interesting pick that we have not seen enough, I would say. 54% pick rate. Not enough for Janna, I would feel. Especially her ban rate, actually. The only one that really banned her was like Samsung White. And okay. But yes, so Janna. It doesn't only act as disruption, and back then, it's even worse because the Monsoon was not as powerful, so disrupting a fight, it wasn't the same thing as how you would interpret it nowadays. It has good peel, for sure, but it's actually better if you go aggressive with that pick, if you actually choose something that has a lot of AD on top of it, for giving him an extra AD steroid. That can also be nice. The Lee Sin, I don't like the champ. You know it. So there you go. I've already stated my hate of that champion. I'm the same as, let's say, a little LS. I'm going to come back. I have a call. An important call. Sorry about that. So, on the other side, for Najin now you have the Kazakhs and the Korki. So now you have the spikes from the Kazakhs alongside the rockets from Korki. So, okay, you have a good poke, a good setup for a 1-3-1 already now in place if you want, because you can hold the wave basically forever. You can hold the wave basically forever as this duo already. Then you pick yourself a safe sustain support so that you will never really get out of the lane anyway. And then you'll be fine. That Sona is actually okay. Just from what I'm just saying right now anyway. Ahri and Lucian on the other side. So Lucian is that pick to go aggressive with the Storm's Fury shield on top of it. What am I saying? Storm Fury. That's the name of Janna. What is the Eye of the Storm? Is the E. Eye of the Storm shield. You know, for that those empowered autos. Braum. Okay, Braum doesn't have exactly the same use, but it still does, kind of. Same thing for that. It's still fine because of the black shield, so okay. Is that going to be a top lane Kassadin now? It would be weird to go blind. If it's a top lane Zed, it still has answers. It's not great. But so the Ahri is, of course, counterpick for the Zed normally. So if you get him out of that lane, that's also okay, of course. But this is just counterpicking in a vacuum. Never really a good thing, because then things like that can happen, and you go against a Kassadin instead. Even if Kassadin really isn't the strongest pick here to actually go for that team here, because you don't have any real magic damage except the Ahri, and Ahri actually deals true damage anyway. So that Kassadin feels a bit out of place. Is their split really that good? If they go against an Irelia, and Ahri can hold the lane no matter what, because 1Q and the wave and the the free caster minions are dead, so you don't really have any pushing power there. So splitting that is going to be hard. And that is also an Irelia, so Irelia actually kind of wins in the side lane as well. The longer the game goes, the more he will win in the side lane. So I'm not okay with their strategy here for Najin, because it was predictable, and of course the Irelia is just the thing to counter a split push as long as you don't get caught out, which might happen. We will see how this game goes. Of course, I think I remember the result. I do remember the result, but we'll act as if nothing was known before the fact. We'll do it live, as if we were live. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, okay. So it's going to be the Kassadin top, actually. So you still leave the Zed in that matchup against the Ahri. You can just, charm at the right place at the right time, and then, yeah, nothing you can do, really. Damage won't actually be out. Cool. I think he didn't take the exhaust, but that's not that big of a worry. If you can just dash off of the triple shuriken, that's okay. Exhaust was, of course, way stronger back then than Ignite. In my opinion, it's much stronger at that point here, because you still have the MR and armor that you're reducing from the spell, which is baffling that was in up until 2017. Like, baffling. Just so weird. Anyway, we are getting into game number 1 between Najin White Shield and OMG with a Kassadin top. That pick nowadays would be talked about every day for a week, but, well, I don't know if it will work out today, Anyway, looking at the items, we have a Dorn Shield for Goong and Go-Going. That's going to be a bit hard because there's a Goong and a Go-Going. I'll have to not mix those up. And okay. 2 sweepers for the side of Najin in this early game. No sweepers on the side of OMG. But someone can still back and actually change it, no? Or does it cost money back then? I don't know if it did. But defensive positioning for all of OMG. You have that entrance of the bot side jungle covered as well with a ward. Placed down by Cool. And the Shuriken actually landed onto him. It's not going to be that important, because just throw some spells and you get your lifesteal, your Omni Vamp. Spell Vamp, I know. And as long as those hit, the ability comes back for the passive. But the thing is, it's so late for the minions to spawn that you can just do this and just back away and still be fine, because the wave will not be there and yet. Now we're gonna have a 3-on-4, or 4-on-4 actually. Najin looking for that late invade. OMG is waiting for it. They're all gonna come on towards this Tundra. Loveling in. Actually, the first kill is gonna be for Osan, and that melee is 100% for OMG. And yeah, of course it is. You have so much damage early between the Sonic Wave and the Piercing Light from San. You have a lot of damage, and San gets the first blood. And that is a yikes. That is a yikes. And the first blood was only onto Gorilla, so okay. No flash expended. Just Loveling is one, but on the side of Najin, no flash expended. No ignite expanded as well, but the heal was not even enough. Not by a long shot enough. So going and save now in the bottom lane. Since after that play, both lanes swapped places, because you want to leave your duo lane to have the farm early on, not the top laner. Oh, the stun actually going to connect onto Go-Going. From Go-Going onto save immediately, but he had the force balls. Interesting level 1 having the force balls, to be honest. And Loveling invading onto Watch. He knows he has the advantage on that, even if he doesn't have flash. It's going to be a smite battle. Oh, Watch gets it. Level 3 obtained. Now Loveling forced to go away. The jump in and the pounce. Goon gets the kill. Just because Watch gets the red buff. And then both mid laners are able to respond in time. That was a nice play by Najin, and Watch able to win the smite fight. That was important as well, and it was not easy. Ignite gonna be thrown onto Cool. The double shuriken does not connect, and it won't be enough, and it will just be sustained from wards, from potions, I would say. He's gonna use his double pot, and Cool's gonna stay in lane, and now the pressure is kind of reversed. But there is a potion and a red buff, so no, Goong is still gonna be fine. And in Zed, 23 and 17. Those are stats for sure. Those are stats. And right now he's already looking good in that first game, holding on against Cool in a pseudo bad matchup. In the early game, it will always be fine, especially now with the level lead as well. You won't have problems in the early game. It's when level 6 comes that you may get baited. So that's the thing. It's a skill matchup, 100%. It's if Cool is able to land a charm, you're not going to be able to deal damage to everything. Watch now, coming onto Loveling again. Good amount of damage. And Loveling is not able to jungle today. Not able to jungle at all. He's now on 300 HP. The bot lane has swapped back, so Watch has to be a bit careful. He's going to try and continue playing aggressive, but it's a bit rough if he continues here. Save. Doesn't know what's going on. Now he does. The ward has seen Sun and... what is his name? I cannot see his name, actually. Is it Cloud? I don't remember someone being named Cloud. Why was I in 480? Cloud, yeah. And Cloud. There you go. I don't know why I was in 480. Sorry, that was weird. I have optic fiber. Anyway. So save staying for the XP. Now level 5. Does take a good amount of damage, because San probably has a BF sword. Oh no, he only has a pickaxe. Never mind. That's weird. With first blood on 400 extra gold. Ooh, that's a 3-on-2 now. Cloud a bit out of place. Will flash out. The exhaust is still up. And now, Loveling for the return gank will not actually do anything. And That's a CS lead also in the jungle. A very nice CS lead in the jungle. 7 creeps is 3 camps. Minimum 3 camps. May even be 4. On the other side, though, Zephyr able to also solo farm. But going is still going to be interesting, to say the least, since he has also been given free time in the top lane. Teleport from safe is going to probably come out in top, just so that he can continue farming over there. Or he's just going to mirror his jungler, continue going with him. He doesn't have 6 yet, though, so it's a bit weird. Goon still not having backed is quite bad in my opinion here in this situation, because you probably have 1,700 gold. You want to leverage that advantage that you have, and just right now that's not the case, because Ari like that is able to just continue trading waves, and you're not able to actually get the damage out, and you're losing in trades. And those creeps are also lost. Like, yeah, it's not good to lose as much time as he did here. He's finally going to go back with 1,800. We're probably going to see a Brutalizer early. That's a weird ward. So it's immediately going to be a Bilgewater Cutlass. Right. I forgot that Blade of the Rune King was actually the start. I forgot. No level 6 yet for the bot lane. We're going to get there soon, though. The binding does connect onto Sand, but there's no extra damage. No level 6, as I said, for Zephyr. No support. No jungle, sorry, or anything. And now we have the Seeker's Arm Guard. 4 cool. Makes sense against, of course, that Zed. And, of course, you're not only against Zed, you're also against the Kha'Zix. So, double AD as the mid-jungle. So, always nice to have that extra little bit of safety for AD. You can also go with the Ninja Tab Eyes, but I will not expect that to actually be a thing, because people didn't see any value in those back in the day. Like, seriously, it's crazy. They really don't. The only value they see is, oh yeah, I'm against an AD in my trades. Oh, I'm going to go take that. Oh, great, because you don't think about the rest of the map and the rest of your the matchups in the game entirely. It's only about your own matchup and nothing else. For those boots. Then after that, you have the Merc Treads that are actually getting a bit picked. Not actually that much, but a bit. Level 6s are coming in a bit everywhere now. And the thing is, Kassadin's been able to free farm as well. He's level on CS against Irelia, which makes sense. You have that dash out anyway if she comes on to you, so it does not make sense. It makes sense. It's not, yeah. But it's worrisome because, you know, there's always that clock. There's always that level 16 clock. And at that point, it still existed. Watch. Not going to be able to get onto Cool. I'm going to dodge around. And Cool on the turret. Do you really want to try and dive that when there is no more CS? Ooh, Cool. Going to get a bit forward, but will not be spotted in time. Loveling coming onto the bot lane. He's just going to go to his white since the bot lane is just resetting anyway. And it's under turret, so you cannot do anything in that. And that's exactly why Lee Sin is not a good champion. He doesn't have any agency. The only way you get agency is if the enemy team gives you that agency. Which they never should. You should never be in a situation in which you actually are forward for a kick. In lane, it should never happen. But it does. Every game. Pretty much every game it does. I'm a bit salty after all of Fnatic's games against Rogue. Because they should have won that series, but okay. No, for the first 2 games, of course, I'm talking about. And a good amount of damage onto Goong. Watch with the evolved spikes, as we would have all thought anyway. And yeah, now the trades are heavily won by Cool, and that's because you were not able to leverage your advantage early on, and now you're just on a level playing field and against something that has much higher amount of wave clear than you, so you'll always be forced to play on the defensive. You're not going to be able to roam or anything. Are you going to be able to clear? Yes. Yeah, okay. You're going to be able to clear, but that's it. Moving is going to be quite hard. Cloud takes a good amount of damage here, but it's a Janna. I'm not actually worried yet. Now save, coming on towards the mid lane, having pushed his own wave, and there should be a call, and the ping! Perfectly onto save. That was a very, very nice ping. Same thing on the other side, of course, but yeah. Now they know because there's a ward anyway, so that one makes sense. And so Goong takes that opportunity to back and get himself that brutalizer that I talked about just before. Good amount of damage now onto save. Actually got stunned, and the ultimate will actually be used by Going, but it won't be enough. And there's a catalyst anyway, so you won't be able to get that kill. The flash! Loveling gets the kick, but the charm didn't connect, I think. The charm missed, and Watch is able to get away. Oh, that's going to be a dive. He thought about it. Good amount of damage onto Sun again. He thought about the dive top, but went against it. I can understand that, because if you just dash early and you get stunned under the turret, you get slowed under the turret, you're going to be forced to flash out anyway, which doesn't feel good. It does not. It really does not. Alright. First Drake is going to go over to Najin now, with the flash expanded for Loveling and everything. They feel comfortable with mid lane having pushed and bot lane also pushing relentlessly, even if they are losing CS, which doesn't feel good for sure. It never feels good to be 15 CS behind. Brutalizer pickaxe for San. He missed that CS. Not good. Zephyr should never miss that, but okay. So it is 15 CS advantage. And again, it is mainly because, yeah, you're pushing on in those waves. You're trying to just push, and sometimes that just doesn't pay up, and you just lose those. You lose some CS. And going into the bot lane for Goong is not a good idea with that exhaust on still. For Cloud, they've never been poked out. That's the thing. These two have never been poked out. Gorilla has tried to look for some things in the mid lane, but all he's been able to get is vision, because Cool has been playing quite respectful, and he still has ultimate anyway, so catching him is hard. Now, Going respects a potential arrival from multiple members, since they don't know where Watch is. So they've been playing that one pretty respectful. And now they spot Watch, though. The ward jump, flash in from Going, able to get the kill. That one was good. But see, again, it's because Watch walks too far up without vision that the kill is able to come out for Loveling. It's not because Lee Sin is a good champion. It's because the rest of the players are not acting as they should. What do you have to do in that river right now? I don't see anything you really have to do. There's no Scuttle Crab, so why are you going in that jungle? To get vision for an objective at 15 minutes? There's no Drake. The only thing you would want by going in the river is just Krugs or Raptors? I mean, Golems or I'm sorry, Golems or Wraiths. There you go. And yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, ultimate going to be used by Going. Gorilla tries to flash in, and that didn't work out. The flash in to try and get the binding did not work out, and Cool messed his third dash as well. Messed up his third dash. The big Wraith was the only thing standing as well. I don't know why you would want to go in the river right now. Just wait up. You have nothing to do anyway over there. Rest of the map is just farming, and it's good for OMG that... Yes, there is a Kassadin. He's almost going to get level 11, but now he's fallen behind on Going, and Going can still win in the sideline. And your teamfight power is lower anyway. You have no real pick potential, just one light binding, and that's all your pick potential. So teamfights fall on even ground is really hard to play. Your CC is limited, your tankiness is very limited. On the other side, they have Lee Sin and Aurelia and a Janna for the support. So it is hard. It is really hard. We have a Trinity though on Zephyr. After 140 CS having a Trinity Force. Does feel nice. And we do see Loveling coming into towards the mid lane. With Goong having backed. Still, even in CS, 1-0 and 0. The one that is a little bit ahead also is Watch, but of course, he did die. So, yeah. Blade of the Rune King and a Brutalizer for Goong. You are going towards a... What's the name of the item? Deathfire Grasp for Cool. We have the Rod of Ages completed for Save and a Trinity Force completed for Going, who got given the kill, remember? On to Watch, the kill was given over. Reset of a small wolf. Loveling doesn't know that he was spotted, and Watch also doesn't know that he was spotted on that. The first turret is getting closer to falling. That's a good amount of damage. The Phosphorus Bomb plus the Missile Barrage to get both of them at about half HP. No ultimate is going to be committed to by Cloud, because you don't have to. Not yet. And Culling just used to clear out that wave. With a small steal from Cloud in the end. Interesting. So Goong and Watch now playing together just to try and get Goong out of the lane. That's really all this was for. This was for getting him out. If it's for backing, I don't know why. Why? Why are you backing as well? Is it for longswords? If it's for boots. Dude backed for boots. Are you kidding me? He backed and took just tier 1 boots. Okay, yeah, that was interesting. That was needed, by the way. That back was needed right here. Deathfire Grasp for Cool. A much better back than just boots. I'm sorry, that's just weird. Going. Coming towards that bot lane now. Save already there as well. Top turret will fall. It will be the first one in the game. Cool, taking a good amount of damage. The Force Pulse is a bit short from Save. He is level 11, so he is starting to get scarier now. Is that Kassadin, but we're not at that point yet. Not yet. The Drake will be started by Najin. There is vision on it being done, but instead... It looks like OMG is just going to play it slow, play it safe, doesn't have to go for that. They're only 1.5 behind because of the Drake. Really, yo, OMG, Cool, actually getting caught by that binding, and Gorilla once again showing up for those massive plays, and that Morgana has been one hell of a pick for him, because I think it's the third time that we actually see that Morgana. I know that he has played Janna as well once in the tournament, but for now, that's a good binding, and it's not the first one we've seen. They've had the lane pressure for a long time in bot lane as well, and now that turret here quite low, quite low, and will fall in the mid lane for Najin. So Najin in control right now, but don't expect that to last very long. Yes, they will get another turret. And that will expand their gold advantage to 3.5, which is a commendable lead at 20 minutes. But we need to see more. Once again, it's always what I say in situations where the team that, Goon gonna get stunned by going, gonna try and flash out, but it won't be enough, and now Save gonna also be taken down by Cool in a straight up 1v1 with flash up. I don't know what happened there. Zephyr looking for a trade with Sun. Good dodge. Good dodge while slowed as well. Zephyr now has no mana, so they have to let that turret go. I think it's not defendable anyway, even if he was there, because of that amount of mana now that he has. He's gonna stay, though. I don't know about that. Okay, with Watch, yes. With Watch, that's fine. He will be able to defend it for another wave. Bot lane turret is about to fall. But those two picks have really turned the game on its head. So the one on Save is important for the Kassadin not to actually get too big. And there was no charm on that. That was just a straight up big amount of damage from the Foxfire. And that Spirit Rush Orbital Deception combo. And just like that, that was enough. Just like that, that was enough. And on the other side, Goong was just getting caught by going. And yes, that one is very weird still. Like, my god, a Goong and a going. Anyway. But yes, it is interesting because that was just going in and finding a good stun on Goong. Under turret and everything, but it doesn't matter. When you're level 13 with Irelia now, it doesn't matter that much. And the ultimate is going to be used by Gorilla. Flash out from going. And that will just be it. Just a flash out on this situation. But it is a top turret traded for that as well. So all outer turrets are out for Najin. But now you still have one up to take for OMG. And we will see about that. Cool is big, let's say, because he is on almost 2 items now, going towards that Zhonya's Hourglass, and soon to be completed. So Gorilla does spot that someone is in that bush because the W actually procced his gold gen passive. And see, this is the thing now. Najin are not able to push forward more than their line of turrets. Or at max the outer. They cannot go in the side of OMG now. They don't have any control for that. They don't have any control. And now you're forced to have save here? I don't know about that. You have a free wave top, but no one's catching that. Now Goong is going to get it. So you're getting your Kassadin that should stay alone to not even get XP here. He's not taking XP. He hasn't taken XP for a while. And he's only level 13 now. Yes, he does have the Q and the E, both maxed now. But you still need that on level 3, because that's when he gets scary. And look at that. Even now, for some reason, Zephyr is trying to get that wave here at the bottom. But why is he coming towards bot? I don't... The Drake is up in a minute. It's not up now. You only have a pink ward on you, so... I mean, it's not the job to actually go for the vision on those sides like that. He does have 2 items completed, plus those sword shoes. Okay, I would have preferred Merc Treads, I think, but fine. I mean, actually, if you get hit anyway by something without having the black shield on top of you, you're dead. You're dead anyway. Nothing's gonna save you, except QSS maybe. Oh. Wow, leveling with a nice play with the Lee Sin. Able to get a watch. Yep. Okay, great. Once again, overextending, not respecting what a Lee Sin can do, and just gets punished. I know. Oh, yeah, but we were doing the objective. Oh, great. Yeah, you were doing the objective. Wow. Gorilla gonna get hit by that resonating strike. Once again, the turret will fall. Because I don't know what was Zephyr's positioning. Actually, Cloud will be taken down by the Force Pulse. Nullifying Orb combo. And Zephyr going to try and chase after OMG's team. Has to be a bit careful, though, even if there's way less pick potential now. Because there's no ultimate on to Cool. There's no flash onto Go Going, so there's no snap response. But just like that, Zephyr actually gets caught. Go Going takes a nice amount of poke the flash in to finish it. Sun out of place, but will stay alive after flash and heal are both expended. And so that was another pick on to Go Going, and the third Drake will be taken by Najin right here. So Najin still about 4,000 gold up now with this. Actually 5. No, 4. 4,000 gold up with that Drake. Save level 14. He's starting to be Kassadin. He is 30 CS down, but right now that's not the most important. The most important thing is that he gets the 2 items very quickly. Even if I don't really... Why didn't he go Seraphs? Why didn't he go Seraphs? Anyway, okay. So I guess he's going Zhonya's? Okay. Could have at least taken a tier. Frozen Heart for Go Going, which I mean, fine, I guess. Do you know that Corki deals mostly magic damage? I don't think he does. Oracle onto Gorilla, just so that he's able to clear out some wards here. And gonna take down 2. 2 of those. San is a scary Lucian, but at the same time, it's weird. It's hard for him to be able to do anything. And I don't know why Zephyr is just not leaving those waves for save. He should just be left on an island and get that level 16. But instead, Go Going is ahead of him in XP. He's only at half 14. He's at half of 14. You have 2 camps in the jungle and everything. Just go get those. You need that XP. Get to level 16. And meanwhile, now you just have OMG taking back control in the jungle, because the ADC is not with you. Najin, you're not able to get any control on that lane. Now you're gonna try and go for a siege in the bot lane turret, getting that one down. But the response I want from OMG is just doing the Baron, actually. You have 2 members bot. Why are you trying to defend that turret that is already fallen anyway? Shouldn't you just try and go fully for a Baron? I've already done so. Man, but it's good, thank you. I already paid a nice amount to actually get a reburn once, so I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for the Thank you for the suggestion, but I already did so once. Anyway, I'm not supposed to have a chat box. I completely forgot about taking those out for the casting stream like this. So finally, OMG are actually going to try and do this now. Sure, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. And now, yeah, just a snap Baron, and no one's able to respond on the side of Najin because they don't know what's going on, just like that. And, I mean, when you're going towards a ball lane turret, I mean, this should have been done 30 seconds ago. This should have been done 30 seconds ago. You don't have any blue wards as well for Najin, so there's nothing that's going on, really, with that. And now MG are 100% in control with that now, with that Baron now. Once you get Baron on this OMG team, they're just going to barrel down as 5, and your team fight is not as good as theirs. And a good anti-synergy between Loveling and Cloud here. Well, that was a thing. Good anti-synergy right here. Because, I mean, yeah, that was a good kick from Loveling, and then behind that, oh, Cloud just monsooned save out of out of their grasp. Interesting, to say the least. All right. But yeah, I mean, they can also go for a 1-4, having Ari with you on the siege, and then on the other side having Irelia just trying to 1v1 anyone, because she will. She will 1v1 anyone. It doesn't matter who. Anyone will be dead. You cannot go for that, really. And, I mean, it's still a 4,000 goal lead for Najin, but it'll be hard for them to actually do anything now with that Baron. And, as I said, the scaling, yes, you do have a Kassadin. But you cannot play with him in the side lane or anything like that. You cannot play with him in team fights as well, I feel, because, as I said, their team fight is not as strong. Yes, you do have good range and a fine amount of poke, but Monsoon cancels that. You cannot go in a 100% engage, because, I mean, yeah, sure. Goong, want to go on the team? Oh, yeah, exhaust. Have fun with that, then. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. Janna has exhaust, so it's never fun. You have a Zhonya's on one. You have just Janna to defend Lucian on another. Or you don't want to go on Lee Sin, because he's Lee Sin. Why would you want to go on Lee Sin? And you have a Frozen Heart on Going. Yes, you can still 100-0 him, 100%, but I don't know about that, man. Now, actually, it's kind of hard to 100-0 Irelia, because that's a lot of HP up, actually. Between Trinity and Giant's Belt, it's a good amount of HP. I don't like what OMG have done with their Baron, though. They have really not done anything. And they should never not have control of that pit, the Dragon Pit, but they don't. And now they're forcing mid when they don't have a wave anyway. Zeph says Save is actually getting jumped on, but he is a Kassadin, so nothing's going to happen there. The Phosphorus Bomb is a bit late because he wasn't in position on time. I have the Storm to come in anyway, so that was a nice shield. Again, though, he tried to jump in. Flash kick on the side from Loveling to actually get it onto Save. Going to try and flash away. Going is in position to continue. Good stun onto Goong. And that's another kill. Double crit by Sun to get that one. Going is going to continue. Oh, he is going to continue. You just know that. The stun doesn't come through. It was only a slow. So that was just 2 kills and an extra turret now. They still have Baron, but they're going to go back towards the Drake. Evening that gold, probably. Or they were just waiting for the wave and just going to come back. I mean, without solo lanes, you do have a good amount of poke, but that's not going to do much against a good full-on engage. Gorilla gets stunned. Loveling for the follow-up, and he is dead. Just like that, Gorilla goes down. And you can look for that inhibitor now for OMG, or, even better, do not take it, don't give them free gold, and go back to the Drake. I never thought that they would do it, but they did. So good. I mean, they only do it because the solo lanes are actually back. They would never do it if everyone was basically dead but on short timers. They would always get the Drake, the inhib, which doesn't feel good. You never want to take that inhib. But first Drake and now OMG, for the first time in a long time in this game, actually have a lead. They have a gold lead now. But yeah, it's just Save going too aggressive, and then Loveling. Ward jump, kick flash, very quick, and then going immediately in position to actually continue. So yeah, it's just nice to see. It was a good play from both Loveling and going. But once again, it would never happen. It's not the Lee Sin that is actually engaging the play. It's Save that's engaging the play for the Lee Sin. It's always the case. Lee Sin will never have a situation where the Lee Sin is the one that's engaging the play. It's always a mistake that actually gives the advantage over to the Lee Sin. It sucks. Lee Sin sucks as a champion. Anyway. Yeah, it's flashy. It's good looking. Oh my god, you got an R flash. Oh, careful. But he sucks so much. Anyway, especially at that point, he had no damage. He was a glorified tank without any tankiness. He was a kick. That's all he was. He was a kick. And now OMG gonna barrel down towards that mid lane. Culling, not that good of a culling actually. Gonna hit a bit onto both Watch and Gorilla, but not gonna take them out at all. First pulse. Hits onto 2. But right now, if you are OMG, you're just stalling for time until the Baron spawns anyway. And since no one's moving onto a side lane, you still don't have level 16 onto Save, where he has TP anyway, so he should. But yeah, okay. Going is able to just play however far he wants. He can play wherever he wants. And the thing is, right now, Going could have stunned Zephyr or anyone in the enemy team. So it was a bit worrisome, actually. But of course, as I said, OMG are going to look for the first opportunity to go to the Baron. They still didn't take the inhibitor, so the wave is not pushing towards Najin. So that's okay. The vision is mostly dominated by Najin, though, so they will not be able to get the Baron in a snap like that. But it looks like now it's Najin who's looking for a quick Baron play. There are 2 wards on the outside. There is a TP. Do you want to go for that? I don't think you do, but Going is coming onto the side anyway. Going to be turned on. 5 people on top of him. Going is going to be isolated and taken down. Can they finish that Baron? And the answer is no. So, Going, not even using Randuin. He's a madman. Feels bad, man. You have a white slow. You have an AoE slow. Just use it. Anyway, sometimes items, they don't even matter. They don't matter. Okay. And yeah, when you have 5 people on top of you, it's not going to matter. And tick, tick. Tick, tick. What time is it? It's Kassadin time. He is now level 16. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how things go with level 16. However, cool. Ooh, the creep is actually going to shield save on that one. Okay. So that turret is not going to fall, of course. 3 people down bot, though. Going to give Najin all the control that they would want. Should they start Baron? Of course not. Of course not. You can't start the Baron. You just can't. But the main problem about Najin's comp is that you still don't have any real frontline. You don't have any real frontline. So, yeah, it's not that good. Well, on the other side, yes, you do. You have Lee Sin and Irelia both going with tank builds, so you have a good frontline that can soak damage. If people get onto your backline, you just stun someone that's coming in there. You know, you have a good amount of tools to actually survive. So, yeah. That's why it's important to have a good balance on your team comp. And OMG, able to completely waltz their way into the Baron pit. Are now going to look for it, probably. After a bit of time, they're probably going to look for that Baron. And now the poke doesn't really matter anyway. You know, from Zephyr and Watch, the poke doesn't really matter. You're so far late into the game that now you have lifesteal on everyone, or good amounts of shielding, or healing power from Cloud anyway, so it's hard to actually make your poke stick onto people. Like, you cannot get it to stick onto Sun, because he has a Bloodthirster. There's also a QSS to actually take away the only real CC that they've got. Because that's the thing. QSS is even more effective when you only have one hard CC. Because then, what is there to actually get you? There's nothing else. If the only spell that can stun or snare you is expanded onto a QSS, what else do you have in a team fight after that? You have nothing. So, QSS is always important on one CC as well. If you get caught, there you have a second chance. And that second chance comes back every 90 seconds. $40 minutes on the clock now in this game. The 5th Drake has spawned, and it will be taken down by OMG again. And yeah, this game has been even, but of course, Najin don't have control of it. They really don't. And you feel that, okay, good engage actually onto Going and Cloud. Cloud going to flash away and Going. Not really going to take damage. The stun onto save. Bad Zonias, as all the damage was already expended. Flash in from Going, and a flash out from save will not save him. Goong taking a good amount of damage. Loveling getting onto Zephyr with the kick. Valkyrie's out. Gonna be able to flash away. Gorilla with a good ultimate. Wow, what was that damage onto Zephyr? wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, so it was just the item. The spirit of the Wraith. Spectral Wraith. No, wait. The Elder Lizard that actually dealt that damage. Yeah, level 16, it will deal a bit more damage, of course. And so now OMG going to be able to get their second Baron of the game. 41 minutes in. This should be their last Baron, looking for the end of that game. Will it be the case? It might. I don't know. I don't know. I've not seen that game before, so I don't know. Like, give me a series like SKT versus Samsung Galaxy, you know, in Season 6. My God. Or Rox Tigers. Oh, my God. Yes, Rox Tigers. Oh, especially Rox Tigers. You know, for Samsung versus SKT, Game 3. You give me that game. Oh, Game 3. Anyway. So yeah, Save gets engaged on, uses a bad Zhonya's, and then Cool and Going are able to just continue to play and finish that kill off. Gungan gets slowed and takes a whole bunch of damage. In the end, he's able to survive just because the one that actually got taken by the play is Zephyr. Gonna deal a good amount of damage, but that auto crit from Sun. Okay, that was what dealt the damage. It's an auto crit from Sun that actually dealt way too much damage. And the kick this time is going to be cancelled by the Black Shield. Zephyr going to this time stay safe. But the inhibitor will fall. And now that you're taking that inhibitor, the only thing that you want is the end of the game before 4 minutes. That would be nice. But Save can actually trade for a top turret of his own. He is level 17. Looking for Going, apparently. He did not back. I don't think he won that. I don't think he wins it. So, the OMG is going to tank the bot inner. Going to get a second tier turret. The only one standing is the top one, but they don't really care about that one, apparently. You have the full Mercurial Scimitar onto Sun. Extra sustain again. And yeah, okay. 415 CS onto Sun as well. Yep, that's not something you can disregard. That is a nice amount of CS. Calling a bit missed, but at the same time fine. OMG actually going to get engaged on Goon. Going on to Sun. Completely decimated. Sun just gets 100 to 0'd. Goong gets 100 to 0'd. And then Going. Gonna try and get Gorilla. He didn't use his ultimate before actually going into stasis, so he's gonna go down. That's 3 kills. It's going to be a wave on the mid lane as well, and they're gonna be able to finish this game. One in Nexus turret falls, the second will follow, and the whole Nexus will be taken down. OMG. Oh, that was a good amount of poke though, but Zephyr, that will not be enough, and the game will just end. OMG go 1-0 in this series against Najin White Shield. And with that, we're going to be done for that stream on League. I'm actually going to change game and I'm going to go on to Lost Ark. But for YouTube, this is done for the day. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.